Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Sunsprint. So if you are completely new to Excel, this video is exactly for you. So today we will be exploring Excel from the ground up. So we will focus on understanding the ribbons, the command center of Excel, and walk through its tabs, functions step by step. So by the end of this video you will have a solid foundation to start working in Excel. So grab your coffee, grab your drink, open Excel, and let's dive in. So this is the Excel workbook. The whole sheet is called Excel workbook, and there are different tabs, so you can open a new worksheet from here. So that is called worksheet. The whole is the workbook, right? And we can start with the ribbon. So ribbon is the toolbar at the top of your Excel screen. So these are all the ribbon bars, right? So it's where all the tools and commands are located, right? It's divided into tabs, groups, commands. Think of it as your toolbar for everything you can do in Excel. So let's start with the first one, the file tab, right? So file tab takes you where it's called the backstage view. So here you can create a new workbook. If you want to create a new workbook, you can click it here. So if you want to open the old workbook, you can open it. If you want to save the file, you can save it under the file tab, save as, print, share, explore. If you want to export the things like create Adobe PDFs, so you can do it from here. So it also has the account information and has the options, right? So I'm not going to dive into the option yet. So file, let's see the file. So if you want to save the file, so you can save it from here. If you want to give the name of the file, so what we need to do, as I haven't given any name of this file, so we are going to save it as save as, and then click on browse. When you click on browse, and then you can find the location wherever you want to save your file, so you can save it there, right? So I'm going to give it like a test, so save. So now you can see my file name is test, right? So we have saved the file, and if you want to print the file, you can print it from here. You can choose your printer from here, so you can do the prints from here. So this is all under file, right? Okay, so next we will jump on the home tab. So home tab is where you will find all the basic commands like copy, paste, formatting text, working with rows and columns, right? So this is the home tab, right? So here you can you will be able to see the cut button, copy, paste, formatting, and if you want to change the font, you can change the font from here. So let's write something here. So let's say some sprint, I'm going to sprint, right? So if you want to change the font, you don't want to keep this one here, so you can change it from here. So let's change to this one. If you want to change the size, so you can change the size from here, whatever the size requirement you do have. And if you want to make it bold, it's already in bold. So if you don't want to make it bold, undo it, because we have selected that size, so that's why it's not so now you can see this is there, it's not bold now. So if you want to make it bold, so you can click on this B button. If you want to make it Italian, so you can do it from here. If you want to give the underline, you can also give the underline from here. And this is if you want to fill the background of that cell, so you can change it there. If you want to change the color of the font, so you can change the color of the font from here as well, right? Okay, so we have covered this one here, but before jumping on the other things, I want to let you know that these are called columns and these are called rows, right? So if anyone asks you, give me the cell reference of any data or like anything, how we can give the cell reference, right? So this block is called cell, right? So if you want to give any cell reference, so this is under column C and row is 11, so the cell reference is 11, C11. Okay, so cell reference for this one is G, and then the row is 8, G8. So in this way we give the cell reference. Okay, let's jump on the other one. So these are the alignments where you want to keep your data. If you want to keep the data like in front, middle, sorry, we need to select this one. So front, middle, or if you want to give it at the end, so you can select it from here. Okay, and then wrap text. So if you want, so you have very large amount of data, so sometimes what happens, in one cell it is very big large data, in the other cell you don't have any large data, but the work sheet looks quite messy, so you can wrap up the text here. So it will, so you can able to see wrap extra long text into multiple lines, so you can see all of it. So this is how it works. If you want to merge the cell, so my channel name is Sunsprint, but this is separated. I want to merge these two cells, right? So how I can merge? Select the data and then merge it. So you can merge the cell here, right? Undo it, and then the next one here is general, and if you want these are the format. So numbers, currency, accounting, short date, long date, so whatever this is based whatever your requirement, so you can change it from here. Okay, so this is the for percentage. So sometimes when we but we don't want to keep the decimal numbers here, and this it doesn't look like in correct. I want to give the commas here, so you can select the comma here, and then if you don't want to keep the decimal, then you can decrease the decimal from here. If you want to increase the decimal, you can increase from here. Okay, so then the conditional formatting. So conditional formatting easily spot trends and patterns of our data, right? Like if you want to give it if you, like in any bars, if you want to give the colors of that bar, so whatever the formatting you want, so you can give the conditions and then do the format. And then these are the other commands. So we are not going to dive into these ones yet. So these are the common ones. Find, if you want to find anything, if you have a large amount of data and then you want to find anything, any particular, so let's say from this here I'm going to find some. So find next, it will highlight that particular cell. Okay, so if you want to replace anything, if you want to replace some, let's say some sprint, if you want to replace that one, so you can click on replace, so it will replace some sprint. So this is how you can do the find and replace button. So we have covered the file tab and then the home tab. So the next one is the insert tab. So the insert tab helps us to add objects like charts, tables, pivot tables, images, and many more into our workbook, right? So let's try adding something here. So I do have this data set with me. So this is I just make it like whatever the sales we have done on 3rd of March for Gujarat and Haryana, for these states, right? So what we need to do, we just need to select the data, insert, click on insert, and then if you want to make it a table, so you can click it here and then it will convert into table, right? And if you want to let's insert something else from here. If you want to insert the chart, so you can insert the chart from here as well. So what we did click insert and then click on the chart button, right? So here, this is the chart. This is how you can, if you want to change the design of the chart, you can change the design of the chart from here as well. So okay, so this way we can insert the things here. So let's check if you want to insert any picture, and then the new window will pop up here, and then you can select the location wherever the picture is saved, and then you can insert the picture from there as well. So pivot chart, so these are the different charts, so you can insert the charts from here. So these are the other functions. I'm not going to cover these functions now. If you want to check how to insert the slicer, this is very powerful function in Excel, so I do have another video, so you can check that video, how to insert a slicer, so you can learn it from there as well. So these are the word arts, signature lines, so there are so many other commands under the insert. So the next one is the page layout. So this is the page layout: themes, color, font, effects, margins. So everything related on the page, you can use the commands from here as well. If you want to don't want to see the grid lines, just untick the grid line view, so the grid lines will go away, right? If you want to see it here, so tick this one, it will come back. Headings, print, so many other things. So just play around with this tab, very easy to use. So we have covered file, home, insert, page layout, and then the next one is the formula. This is where we insert our formulas, right? So I'm not going to use the hard formulas here. If you want to see how to add all of these, how to add the things, so I'm going to show you how to add these ones, use the sum function here. So just keep one thing in mind: the functions always start with the equal sign, so we need to insert the equal sign and then write the sum, right? Sum, and then just simply click it here and then drag it, whatever the cells you want to add, so it will give us the total for whatever the total we want, right? So this is just simply, so if you want to see the difference, so what we need to do, we need to select the cell, we want to see the difference from this cell to this cell, so it will give us the difference here. So these are the simple formulas. I'm not going to show you the other formulas yet. So from under formula tab, you will be able to see like all the formulas, financial formulas, all of the financial formulas here, right? Auto sum, recently used, whatever the recently used, logicals, text, date and time formulas, lookup or like VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, all the formulas are under the lookup. So you will be able to find all the formulas under formula tab. Okay, so the next one is the data tab. So data tab is where you manage all large data sets. So you can sort data, filter it, or even connect to external sources like databases, right? So so today we are going to cover the mainly because this is just for the new beginners in Excel. So mainly you need to know, here is the filter button, sort function, right? So if you want to sort your data from A to Z alphabetically, or like Z to A, highest to lowest, or lowest to highest, you can click it here. If you want, sometimes we do have some large data, so like if you can filter. So this is the filter button here, right? So you can select if you don't want to see that data, so you can filter it like this. Okay, so this is the filter function. If you so let's say I have filtered this one here, okay, but I don't want to, because we don't have any large data, so that's the reason. So you can filter it from here. And text to column, I'm not going to cover this one here. Sometimes we do have a text file, but we want to convert that one into columns. If you want to check, if you want to know, I already made a new video, other video on how to convert text to columns and columns to text. So you can check it from there. Flash fill, if you want to remove the duplicate, let's say we do have this data here from and then 45852, right? So we want to remove the duplicate. So if you have a large number of data, so you can just simply select the column, but I do have only this much of data, so I'm just selecting this data and then click on duplicate. Okay, click OK, and then it will remove the duplicate one from here. Data validation, I'm not going to cover this one here as well. So if you want again learn about the basic things first, and then you can see my other videos as well, where I have made all videos on all of these functions. Consolidate, data model not for us, group, unbroken, subtotal. So these are the main things under the data sort and filter for the new beginners, new Excel beginners, right? So and then let's jump on the next one, is the review tab. So review tab helps us to proofread our work or collaborate with the others. So we can check our spellings or add commands here. So review, so you can see this. If you want to check your spellings, so you can check the spellings here. If you want to check the performance, there are many things here. If you want to add a new comment, just click it here, so the new window will pop up here, and then you can write whatever you want, and then click on this send button. So it will, if you want to update your edit your comment, just click on the edit button and then tick this one, it will update. So this sign, you will be able to see a very small icon on the edge. So this means there's something any comment there. So right, if you want to delete the comment, right click here and then delete comment. Okay, show comments and protect sheets, I'm not going to cover this one here. Protect workbook, so these are all the intermediate and advanced functions, so we are not going to cover these ones here. Okay, so we have covered up to review. So now the next one is the view tab. So view tab lets us to customize how our worksheet looks on screen. So you can freeze panes or switch between different views. So view, right, click on view, page layout, so you will be able to see. If you don't want to see the grid lines, untick this one, the grid lines will go away. If you want to see the grid lines, just click on the grid line. Formula bar, if you want to, this is a formula bar. If you don't want to see this one, untick this and then tick if you want to see the formula bar. So headings, so you will be able to just play around with these buttons, so you will be able to find these things. Okay, the next one is the freeze panes. So so when we scroll it down, all the datas go away, right? But we want to see these first column here, right? So how we can freeze this one? What we need to do, click on the freeze panes. So we want to freeze the first column, click on freeze first column, it will freeze the first column. so column, sorry. If you want to freeze the first row and then click on the freeze top row, so it will freeze the top row as well. If you want to freeze the top and column together, then what we need to do? So what we need to do, we need to click on the second cell B2, because we want to freeze this one as well, the first row and the first column. So click here and then click on freeze panes. First we need to unfreeze everything and then freeze panes. Now click on the freeze panes only, so it will, okay, so row is freezed, and then if you want to see the column is also freezed. Okay, so here under the view one, we can freeze the panes, grid lines. If you want to see the grid lines, if you don't want to tick or untick there, right? We have covered file tab, home tab, insert, page layout, formula, data tab, review tab, and the view tab. The other tabs, I'm not going to cover this one. These are not like I have added these tabs in, like the AI added formula editors. Usually you might be on your screen, you won't be able to see these functions, the tabs, the developer tab, power pivot tab, and then the AI added formula editors, because these are the add-ins, right? So I'm not going to cover these ones because these are for the advanced Excel users. So we are this video is meant to be for the new Excel learners. So okay, congratulations. So you have just completed your first deep dive into Excel ribbons. Now it's time to practice what you have learned. Make your own data set, try to format the cells, try to create the chart, insert chart, tables, how to filter the data. So you can go it by the different tabs and then play around with these tabs, how to change the font. So yeah, just to play around. And if you find this video is helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell icon button for more friendly tutorials. And at the end, thanks for watching, but don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for now. Bye.